Hi everybody, welcome to the video, and today we're going to be having a look at how we can convert this engineering drawing into a 3D CAD model. So this is example number 3, and primarily you'll be looking at using the Revolve tool to be able to generate this component as it's actually symmetrical. Okay, so we're going to start off by opening up Creo. So go Start, scroll down to P, find PTC, then open Creo Parametric. So we're going to start by setting the working directory. So we're going to select this and then select a location to save our files. Go into my desktop folder and I'm going to click OK. Then we're going to go new, some part, give it a relevant name, and then we're going to untick the default template and click OK. And we'll just change our units to millimeters. Click OK here. And we're just going to change the display so that we're only showing the datum planes to begin with. So we're going to start by revolving. So the first thing we want to do is select the front plane and then click the revolve tool. Okay, we're going to activate the sketch view. And we're going to start off by drawing a circle. So we're going to use the center and point tool. I'm going to move the cursor to our intersection point here. And we're going to draw a circle. Press the middle mouse button. Okay, and we're going to change the dimension to this so that the diameter is 50. And we'll refit this into our screen. Now what we need to do is sketch the remaining outline of our part. So I'm just going to zoom out a little bit just to move the circle to the left-hand side of the screen. And we're going to click on the line tool. And we're going to start by starting our line on this top segment here. So you can see how it snaps to this top segment of the circle. So I'm going to click and then drag this line out so that I have a horizontal line that is tangent to that circle. I'm going to click. I'm going to take the cursor down. I'm going to click, drag it across to the right, again horizontally, click, and then move the cursor vertically down until you're touching the center reference line. And then we just click here. We press the middle mouse button, and then we press the middle mouse button again. Okay. So what we need to do now is change some of these dimensions to get the overall outline. So we're going to change dimension 1. So here we're going to change this to 50. We're going to change this drop to 5. And then we're going to change this dimension to 50. And now I'd need a dimension from this point to this point here. The angle is no good to me. It's not specified on the drawing. So we're going to use the dimension tool. I'm going to click this point here, this point here, and then press the middle mouse button in the middle of the 2 points. Okay, so we've got rid of the angle and we're just specifying a distance. And this distance should be 30. Okay. So we've got a basic outline of the shape now. What we need to do is just delete some of this, these unwanted lines. So we're going to go to the remove the delete segment tool. And we're just going to delete this line, and this line. Okay, so now that definitely looks like the outline of our part. Okay, middle click to deselect that tool. Now what we have to do is connect this up. So we can just use the line tool here. You can click there, press the middle mouse button, press it again, and you can see now we've got this nice shaded area that will be revolved. Now in order to revolve, we need a center line. So we need to add a center line to this. So if I click on the center line tool in this datum group, and we add a center line. So I'm just going to click here. You can see I've got this center line that needs to be added. And then we're going to click, just going to make sure that it matches this reference line here. So if I just click here, that's fine. Press the middle mouse button we've now got a center line running through the center of our component. And we can click OK. And you can see that we're now getting a solid body being generated. So we just need to check that it says solid here, and it does. And also check that the angle is 360. It is. And so everything's looking good. So I'm going to click OK. And you can see now we've got pretty much our stock part. So if I press Ctrl D, everything's looking really good. Now we'll just save, click OK. And now what we're going to do is create a sketch to define some of our component details. So there's some cutouts along here, so some fins, and we can use the Revolve tool to remove material as well. So we're going to click Revolve, and again we're going to click on that front plane. So you can see now we're in Sketch View. Let's go to Sketch View here, and we're going to use the Rectangle tool. So we're going to go Corner Rectangle, and I'm going to snap. Actually going to zoom in a little bit to this area here. So I'm going to snap a rectangle that starts here and pulls down. I don't want to have any of the dimensions matching, so make sure all of the lines are orange. I'm going to click, press the middle mouse button. Okay, so now we need to change the dimensions. So we're going to change the height of this to 5. And I'm going to change the width to 5. So it's actually square. And we're going to use the dimension tool to add a dimension from here to here as it's specified on the drawing. So I'm going to click here, there, middle mouse button. Okay, so we got rid of the dimension here. And now this is our driving dimension. I'm going to change this to 15. Okay. We need to add a center line as we're going to be revolving. So if I click center line here, zoom out, we're going to start by clicking our intersection here, and then we'll just make sure the center line matches our central axis by clicking. And then we press the middle mouse button to exit the center line tool. Click OK, and you can see that the revolve has occurred. And okay, just need to check a few features. So it says solid, that's fine. Remove materials already highlighted, and the angle's correct. So everything looks good. So I'm going to click OK. So we've got this feature done. Now what we could have done, we could have drawn 3 squares along here and revolved them, and that would have generated the feature. But I'm just going to show you how you can use the pattern tool. So first of all, we'll just save. And now we're going to pattern this cutout feature. So from the model tree, we need to click Revolve to. So that's highlighted. And then click Pattern. Now you'll see that we've got this new pattern ribbon along the top. And we need to make a few changes up here. So the first thing that we want to do is change it to direction. Okay. And we're going to change the display feature. So we're going to go here and add the axis. So we can see the axis running along the middle now. And what we're going to do is select this axis. So that's going to be our direction that our pattern will follow. So we click there. You can see that the direction is actually going towards the tip. Now we need it to go the other way round. So if we come up to this dialog box here, we can flip that direction. We want there to be 3 of them. So we'll type 3 in number of members, and we want a spacing of 10. Okay. So you can see here, you'll notice that the number of instances are shown as like orange spheres on the screen. And if we click OK, you can see that it's automatically patterned that feature onto our component. So it's quite a quick way of doing of generating the same feature multiple times. So we'll just click Save. And now we just have one final operation required in order to complete this. So just go Control D. And we need to do an extrusion. So I'm going to click on the right plane, click extrude, and then go to sketch view. And we're just going to add a circle as there's a cutout that goes through the middle of this component. So we'll just use center and point, snap to the middle, drag out, press the middle mouse button. And we need to just change the diameter to 10. Press enter. If we click OK now, we definitely need to change some of these parameters. So first thing, check that remove materials on. It is, it's fine. We can change this to symmetrical. Then we're going to put in a very large number so that it goes through the whole component. So type 300 in here. So now we know that it's intersecting all the way through our component. And we just click OK. So if we just remove some of the clutter, change our view slightly, we've converted our engineering drawing into our 3D component. So thank you for watching.